Okay, hi everyone. Yeah, my name is Angie and I would like to share with you today class for DIY hair detangle and hair perfume. So I'm a certified essential oil specialist and also a baby massage therapist. Yeah, so we'll start the class now. Okay, I would like to do a disclaimer over here as we are not a doctor or nurse or any other medical professionals and we are not claiming to be, and we are not treating or diagnosing anyone in this talk. Information provided here comes from our experience and also others of of people who are using doTERRA essential oils or from our studies of credible source of informations using essential oils and related fields. So we find essential oils are powerful and safe. That's where we would like to share with you today. Okay, anyone here has any hair tangling issues? Yeah, you can actually type in the chat. Yeah, so I believe that y'all have a very long hair, so that's why there is some hair tangle issues every day when you wake up. Okay, so what are the why do your hair will actually do the tangling? Okay, so let me explain further because all of us have different hair texture. It come with thick, curl, or even thick and straight and long, or even you have long and fine hair, or dry hair and damaged hair. So damaged hair will be like for myself, okay, I actually go and bleach my hair. So so far my hair don't damage that much, okay. Yeah, so it depends on individual hair texture that how you're going to protect your hair and how you're going to smooth, give your hair taken a good care of your hair. Okay, so you also have to like increase your frequency of combing your hair or even brushing your hair. So normally I would actually based on my previous last week class, actually I recommend is those white comb or even those wooden brush comb. Okay, you actually expose to wind or you actually expose it to the sun. Okay, so sunshine actually or sun rays actually shine onto your hair. Okay, you will actually feel that your hair is much more drying, especially those who actually goes to outdoor for swimming. Yeah, so that's why you have to wear a swimming cap, because the swimming pool water actually contains chlorine, so it will actually damage our hair, especially for those who have frequency of dyeing your hair and or those who don't comb your hair. Okay, but did you ask about neem wood comb beneficial? Not sure how does this neem wood comb? Is it the comb made of wood, woody material? You can unmute yourself to talk also.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's made up of neem wood.
and yeah, you can actually use that comb as well. It is good for the
Okay,
hair,
thank
but by
you.
combing the hair, okay, we don't comb from the top of your from the tip of your scalp. Okay, normally we comb starts from halfway through down by brushing it. Okay, then we slowly goes up to your tip of your hair. Okay, this is prevention of your hair fall. Okay, so some of us actually sleep with our putting down our hair, like those who has very fine and long hair. Yeah, normally you will actually tends to wake up the next day okay, all your hair is tangled up together like the picture over here. Yeah, so depending how you sleep with your hair, okay, you can actually sleep with tying up a side bun or a loose bun. Yeah, so you can actually prevent it from hair detangle. Okay, so how can we actually minimize tangling? Okay, you have to actually apply the hair conditioner after washing your hair. Okay, why do I have to say that? Because it acts as a moisturizer after you shampoo your hair. Okay, so how do we actually apply conditioner onto your hair? So by applying conditioner, washing away the shampoo, you put in your conditioner maybe half of your head without touching your scalp. So this is the area of the hair that you will put on the conditioner. Okay, you can actually, after putting it on, you can actually clip it out. Okay, after you clip it out for like maybe 5 minutes, because you can actually continue showering like your body, your hands, your legs. Okay, putting soap onto your body after washing it off your body shampoo. Okay, you can actually remove, and then after that you can actually start washing away the conditioner of your hair, because it actually allows time for like maybe 5 to 8 minutes, depends on our individual how we're going to wash our body, so that the hair conditioner actually able to absorb into our hair for some moisture, so there isn't any moisture loss as well. Okay, so for hair mask, you have to do it once weekly, and for those very dry or damaged hair, I will advise you to do a hair mask twice weekly, so that you can actually restore the moisture back of your hair condition. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, use a white comb or this type of the little brown brush, yeah, to actually comb your hair, starts from the bottom onwards, because it will tangle at the hair ends. So you actually starts to do the combing, then after that you move slowly upwards all the way to the root roots of the hair. Okay, and then you have to use lesser hot hair tools. Okay, I think there is a missing hair. Okay, hot hair tools as in like you let your hair dry naturally. If not, you can actually lower the hair dryer heat. Okay, use a lower heat on blowing your hair dry. Okay, if not, I don't recommend that you actually use those curler or even those straighteners to always um iron onto your hair daily, because if you are using that, then you might actually have to start minimizing it, because all your hair ends will start to freeze up, to become frizzy lah. Okay, because there will be a loss of moisture because of the hot ironing tools that actually taken away your hair moisture. Okay, so and another thing is to brush your hair constantly, as in like maybe you can actually brush your hair in the morning on, and then you take one comb that put into your bag if you are working at in the office. So after lunch you can actually comb your hair, and then or go to the toilet to comb your hair, and then when you are back home in the night after washing your hair dry, then after that or even towel dry your hair, you can actually start combing. Okay, so this is the recipe that I will be doing it for the hair detangle. So y'all can actually take a screenshot of this before I start the DIY. Okay, so vitamin E oil will be optional if you do not have it. Okay, because vitamin E oil is quite rich in moisture. That's why I'm using vitamin E oil. So for the vitamin E oil, you can actually purchase it from iHerb, Watson, or Guardian, or even like Scoop. So you can actually use this. I'm using this vitamin E oil from Jason's. It's from iHerb, or you can actually buy another brand of the vitamin E oil, whichever you have. So vitamin E oil is quite thick in the oil. So normally we don't use that much. Okay, so you have your screenshot done. If you are done, then you all let me know in the chat. Okay, if you are done, then I will just stop sharing. Thank you. Okay, yeah, hope everyone can see my screen. Okay, today I'll be doing, I will be giving out this 10 ml spray, bottle spray for the DIY hair detangle recipe. Okay, this is the empty bottle, and I will just have to use lavender. Okay, by putting in like, if you like lavender, because lavender actually can promote your hair growth and lets your hair smells nice. Okay, normally you can actually put in 6 drops, or if you want it more to let the smell on your hair longer, you can actually put in more drops as well. So for the vitamin E oil, I will just put in 2 drops, because this is only a 10 ml roller. Okay, and if you do not have the vitamin E oil, it's okay. Okay, you can actually use our doTERRA fractionated coconut oil. So this is, you can use fractionated coconut oils as well. So by putting in like 1 palm into this 10 ml, okay, and then you have this distilled water, okay, or you can use a filtered water as well. Okay, by topping it up, not to the brim of the bottle, like maybe left with a little bit of gap, because you need to put in this spray head in. And then in order for you to use it immediately, you can just do a gentle shake, and then you are done. So this is the hair detangle recipe. So you can actually, with this 10 ml bottle, you can actually bring it out with you anywhere you want. So before you actually use it, you have to actually do a shake on it, because the vitamin E oil and the fractionated coconut oil will be separated against the water. So before you use, just do a gentle shake, and then to make sure that all is mixed well, and then you can actually start spraying on it. Okay, this is the easy recipe. So hope everyone able to do it at home. Okay, then I will just, if you have any question, you can just type into the chat. Okay, so this is the another recipe that is for anti-freeze hair recipe, that actually I shared it last week, so I just share it again since I'm doing the hairspray for today, DIY. Yeah, so y'all can actually screenshot this. Can everyone hear me, right? Yeah, if can, then I'll just continue. Yeah, so for this one, it's also very easy by using lavender oil and our fractionated coconut oil, and with some of the aloe vera gel. So you can actually top up with the empty glass bottle to do a spray in order to have to allow you to have a smoother hair, or actually to actually what do you call that, lock in the moisture of your hair. So this is also another hair recipe. So anyone screenshot is done, you let me know. Okay, done. Okay. Okay, so next I'll be talking more on like the perfume of the fragrance, because it will be quite a draggy part, because for me it's a new experience to do the fragrance or the perfume spray. Okay, so what is fragrance? Everyone knows that fragrance is actually a combine of our raw materials of even outside you buy on your fragrance, on your perfume wise, they actually use commercial essential oils. That's why it smells very very nice. So it is actually bringing all the materials into combine into a bottle, or to mix it together to allow you to have this fragrance smells of the perfume. Okay, it is it actually combines with the top notes, middle notes, and base notes. So I will explain it further on the slides on what are the essential oils that is on top notes, middle notes, and base notes that enables to allows you to create uh the perfume out. Okay, so that you can actually the combination will depends on the balance and our olfactory density on each notes. Okay, because for I will explain it on later on, whereby the top notes will be on based on the citrus essential oils, and the middle notes will be based on our flora, and the base note will be more on our woody scents. So this, with this balance, it will actually come out with a very nice sense of your perfume spray that you can actually bring it out whenever you are eating outside, or if you think that your hair don't smells nice, you can actually spray on your hair, and then you can actually um, spray it anywhere you want to be, or you thought that okay, by normally if you are going for a food court wise, or those barbecue, yeah, so normally the smell will actually stains to your hair. So that is why I'm doing this hair perfume spray, so that you can actually bring it out with you, and then whenever you are out of the restaurant, okay, you can actually spray onto your hair, because you don't like that barbecue smell. If not, if you have to actually go back home and wash up, if you are having another meeting appointment with your friends, or even customers outside, yeah, the customers will actually knows that, or you actually went out to a barbecue for lunch, or even a food court for lunch. Yeah, so the smell of the food actually contains into your hair. So that's why I would like to share with you how the hair perfume is going to make with. Okay, so and I will be proceeding on what is fragrance notes. So fragrance notes will consist of the is actually our important role in our wardrobe, whereby everyone actually sprays or use perfume before you all go out. Okay, fragrance notes are our individual raw materials when combined in a form to allow a pleasant smell, perfume that able to stays into our body or even to our hair. So different people, if you are using essential oils, so different people will have different fragrance smells out coming out from your body, because every of us, the individual body smells actually produce different smells differently lah. Okay, so that's why there will be times whereby you smell someone smells very badly, whereby you smell yourself is much more nicer. So yeah, different people actually after using of the perfume actually the body odor smells different as well. So it will be separated into our three basic categories. One is the top note, okay, which will actually last for about 5 to 15 minutes. And the hard note, which is also known as the medium notes, okay, will last about 20 to 60 minutes. And lastly will be the base notes, which will last you more than 6 hours. Okay, so for the top notes, right, it will be something, it will be the top layer of the fragrance whereby you, after you do the spray, the first fragrance smell, it is the top notes. That is called the top notes. Okay, so you will actually detect the first smell after spraying your perfume. So it will actually, as mentioned earlier, it will actually lingers around 5 to 15 minutes of your time. And the popular top notes will be something like is light and citrusy in nature. So it will be can be something sweet or bitter. So if you can actually use lemon, wild orange, bergamot, those citrus oils. Yeah, for those top notes, right, if you are using a citrus oil, you have to be careful, because if you are spraying onto your hair, so citrus notes will citrus oils, it will be photosensitive to your hair. So if you're exposing to sun rays, your hair will actually starts to turn a little bit of brownish in color because of the photosensitive of the citrus oils. So you all have to be take note of. So if you're in the indoor, it's okay lah. So you can actually spray whichever you want it to be. So we'll come with the hard notes, which is the middle notes. Okay, so it is made out of the second layer of the second smell of the perfume. That's why it is called the medium notes. And normally it will actually the top note will actually starts to evaporates, whereby mixing it into the second layer of the smell. So normally we will use the scents will be like 70% of the scents that will stays on to before the base notes. Okay, so normally we will actually use a fruity or flora oil. So for flora oils, like you can actually use on jasmine, geranium, neroli, ylang ylang, rose, and you also can use like lemongrass, cardamom, or black pepper. So it depends on our individual smells that you want to actually mix it with. And lastly, we come with the base notes family. So it is the foundation of the fragrance, which is the ending part of the fragrance. So after spraying on the perfume, okay, by going out to a shopping mall, okay, after shopping mall, you actually tends to smell, how come my perfume actually don't smells onto my body? It actually evaporates. So understands that you all know that what is EDP and EDT. So EDP, P, which with a perfume, means that it will stays longer. And with a EDT, which is the toiletry type of the perfume, which will only last you about 1 to 2 hours time. So which means that those are more a lighter scents. So the base notes will not be very, very strong, because it will not last to more than 6 hours. So if you want to last you for more than 6 hours, you have to actually put in a stronger base notes, which is which we call it more on rich, heavy, and long lasting scents. Okay, It will only kicks in after the middle notes, after 30 minutes, after middle notes actually starts to evaporate away for the next scents to come in, which means like if you are putting in a jasmine or a lavender on the middle notes, or yeah, then after that your base notes will be based on like a cedar wood or a sandalwood or myrrh, this type of the woody oils. So it will actually start to come in with the smell of the woody smell after 30 minutes later. This is what it means. So it will last for more than 6 hours or longer. So depending on how much base notes you actually put into your hairsprays. So the popular base notes will be based on patchouli, rose. Okay, patchouli is actually a woody oil. So for rose, it will be will actually able to lingers much more longer, and cedarwood, sandalwood, and myrrh. Okay, and this will be y'all can actually do a screenshot of this, as this will actually helps y'all to understand what are the oils are used for top notes, and what are the oils used for middle notes, and what are the oils that is used for base notes. So this will be the important screenshot that y'all can actually do a mixture of based on your liking or your fragrance. Okay, let me know if you are done. Okay. Okay, so y'all can actually do a screenshot of this hair perfume recipe that I'll be doing on. Okay, I'll be giving away 2 hair perfume recipe. So you can choose your base as ylang ylang. I mean the ylang ylang can be a base to a medium. So ylang ylang smells will be very, very strong. So you have to put in lesser drops. So for a 10 ml roller, 10 ml bottle sprays, normally you can put in 1 to 2 drops. But for those who love ylang ylang, you can put in 2 to 3 drops. Yeah, so that's why it depends on individual. Okay, done. Okay, so so this will be my last recipe. So I'll be doing the stop sharing. Okay, so I will use you can actually use witch hazel, okay, or rose water. Okay, okay, you can use witch hazel or rose water that you can actually buy from iHerb or even Guardian or any pharmacy stores. Okay, I will use for this recipe. Okay, I actually have pre-blend one which is with the rosemary. Okay, so after the smell of the first citrus smell, which is the grapefruit, actually evaporates out, then it will actually come up with a very floralish woody smell, which I quite like as well. So you can actually put in 2 drops of ylang ylang. So those who love ylang ylang, you can actually put in up to 3 drops. But because I know Gwen will love ylang ylang. So cedarwood is 3 drops. So this is the base. Okay. The yellow one I use is rosemary. Then you can actually choose another flower oil. So this pink color one, I will choose geranium. So for geranium wise is you can put 3 drops as well. And lavender. Okay. Lavender is 3 drops. And the citrus oil I choose is grapefruit. Okay, you can put in 4 to 5 drops. Okay, you do not have to put in you can actually put in FCO with a little bit, or you don't put in FCO is fine as well. Okay, so I'll just pour the witch hazel to the same. Okay, not to the brim of the bottle, but by giving some space so that you can actually put in this spray head in. Okay, just do a gentle shake. Okay, you can actually use on the go, whereby you can actually start to spray on your hair. Okay, the first smell, normally you will tend to smell very, very strong. But after a while, it actually, you will actually stabilize the smell. And then you don't smell the, the base smell first. Okay, so it will actually turns out to be citrus first, then followed by flora, which is the geranium and lavender, and then lastly you then smells based on the ylang ylang and cedarwood, which is the base smell. Yeah, it smells very, very nice. Okay, not sure everyone will like the smell. Okay, so before if you don't have grapefruit, can use lemon. Yes, you can. If you don't have grapefruit, you can use lemon or even bergamot, any citrus oil. So if I can, okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, okay, so for the citrus oil, right? Okay, if you do not have like lemon, you can actually choose bergamot, even grapefruit, eucalyptus, curry sage, lemongrass, lemon, lime, tangerine, wild orange, peppermint. Yeah, all this spearmint as well. So tea tree also. So this is a very good list of that of what are the oils of the citrus oil that you can actually use it. So y'all remember to do a screenshot of this. So with this 10 ml roller bottle, I think y'all can put it into your bag. So after lunch, for those ladies who are already out to working back to your office, you can actually bring this along with you in your bag, and then you can actually after lunch hours, yeah, you when you're back in office, you can actually start spraying, and then you can actually type in the member chat for those who are still a member. Okay, you can actually review the hairspray and also the detangle spray on how, for those who actually want later on, and then for those who actually you are making it for yourself, you can actually review it, or you can actually PM me how is your experience using this oils. Rose considered flora smell. Yes, rose is considered a flora smell, and you can actually use it as a base note, because for rose, the smell would be much more stronger than the rest of the floras. like the flora oils like um rosemary, geranium, lavender, all these are they are much more gentle flora. For our rose oil wise, the rose will be much more in a heavier base note lah. So that's why you can actually use rose as a base notes. So any more questions? If no more questions, then I will just ask everyone to open up your cameras. Okay, let me do a screenshots of today class. Okay, don't be shy to open up your cameras. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, let me do the lucky draw. I'll be giving out 3 Detangler hairspray and 2 hair perfume. Sorry, just go on now. So any more other question y'all type in? Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, but I believe that everyone of the names is here. Okay, let me do the draw now. Okay, the spray bottle color will be random given out. Okay, so I'll be giving out the Detangle hairspray first. Okay, congratulations, Jessica. You won the Detangle hairspray. So 2 more for the Detangle hairspray. Okay, congratulations, Mick Law. You won the Detangle hairspray. And the last one will be Louise. Congratulations, you won the Detangle hairspray. Okay, so y'all remember to PM me on your winning prize to claim. And the last two will be winning this hair perfume. Okay, let's see who is the lucky winner. Wow, congratulations, Ashley. You won it for the hair perfume spray. Okay, so the last winner, and let's see who is the lucky one. Congratulations, Joycelyn. You won again. Okay, you almost won every of my DIY class. Okay, so for those of you who actually do not know me, okay, you can actually contact me at my mobile number in the chat group. Okay, so that's the end of my sharing. Yeah, I hope everyone able to do your fragrance, fragrance smell. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. And next week, I will be doing the next class as well.